welcome to Vinyasa. I've got an hour-long class planned for you today, and we'll be working a lot into the obliques, the core, so you can expect things to get a little bit heated. As always, I will try and offer as many different variations and modifications so that you can add on if you'd like during the class, or take away as well if you're looking for something a little bit more gentle. Yeah, and with that said, we'll get started on the back. So come to lay on your back in any shape that feels supported for you. So that might mean Shavasana, might mean reclined butterfly, maybe bringing the soles of the feet on the earth if the back feels a little bit pinchy today, but just find a shape where you can settle in. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Clear it out the mouth. Again, like that big inhale. Long exhale. Go ahead and seal down your lips and start to cultivate steady inhales and exhales through your nose. So right away as you arrive here, begin to connect to the breath. As best you can, try and make the inhales and exhales match in length. And we have a tendency to inhale more than exhale, so really try and squeeze out those last little bits of air. Notice if you hold on, see if you can let the air go completely out of your lungs. Notice if there are parts of your body that are holding on or gripping, and see if you can use your exhales to help those spots soften and get a little bit heavier. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, then you can do so now. And if nothing comes to mind, then I invite you to simply let your breath be your intention. So throughout class, as best you can, stay connected to your simple inhale and exhale. Nothing more complicated than that. Take a big breath in, sigh it out. All right, go ahead, draw both knees in towards your chest, give yourself a quick squeeze. And we're gonna get fired up right away. So when you're ready, go ahead, extend both your legs up towards the sky. And your knees can be a little bit bent here, especially if you feel this in your hip flexors. We don't want to feel it there. So bend your knees if you feel it that way. And then make your feet nice and active. So that might mean that they're flexed. That might mean that they're pointed, maybe fointed. But really stay active and work through the feet as well. Squeeze your feet and your legs in towards one another. And draw your low back down towards the mat. Go ahead, interlace your hands behind your head. You know where we're going. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw your belly button towards your spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale, draw everything in. All right, here we go. Inhale. And as you exhale, draw your hips and your feet up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. Let your head, your shoulder blades come off the mat. Inhale, lift everything a bit higher. And exhale, stay here, draw your belly in. Big breath in. And exhale, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, last 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, I'm quivering, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead, lower your left leg halfway down, draw your right knee in towards the chest. You can grab onto your right shin. Take a big breath in, lift everything a bit higher. And exhale, switch. Again, stay active through the feet. Inhale, lift higher. And exhale, switch. Big breath in, lift everything. And exhale, switch. Last one like this. Big breath in. And exhale, switch. And then go ahead. Keep the legs going. Maybe extend the arms out. Keep drawing your belly in. Maybe interlace your hands behind the back of your head if you need a little bit more support. 10 more for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, you got it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, both legs back up towards the sky. Take one more big breath in, lift your shoulders a bit higher. And exhale, release. Let that go. Give yourself a big hug here, rock side to side. Notice what's going on in the mind. And when you're ready, rocking and rolling up and down the length of your spine a few times. We will meet in tabletop. So we're going to be getting into side plank today, spoiler. So we're going to want to stay really active through the hands to protect the wrists. So right away, as you come into your tabletop, spread through your fingers and grip down into your fingertips. And then go ahead, come into your cat-cow, big breath in. And out for your cat. Close down your eyes, take a few breaths here just to release the front of your torso. Stretch all that out. Of course, any other movements that feel organic, intuitive here, please take those. It's your practice, your time here on the mat. And as always, being less concerned about what something looks like and focusing more so on what it feels like. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop. So flat back, extend out through the crown of your head. Push down into your hands, tuck your toes, and lift your knees just 1 inch off the ground. Notice your belly button, draw it closer up towards your spine. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, shift your knees 1 inch over towards the right. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, twist towards the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Last side. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come through center, and as you exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. So you can walk your dog here, take whatever movements you need to settle into the shape. And take a big breath in through the nose. And sigh out the mouth. One more. Inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, ripple forward into your plank pose. And as you exhale, pause. Stay right here just like this. Now you can always lower down to your knees anytime we're in plank pose today. I'm just going to turn around. I should face this way for class. Take a big breath in. And out. Last one. Inhale. As you exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes. Bring your elbows back towards your back. And inhale, rise for a baby cobra. And exhale, back down. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And as you exhale, make your way back through hands and knees to downward facing dog. All right, next inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, come forward
Bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee taps right tricep. Ha, you got it. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes across the body, taps your left tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot delicately between your palms. Set up your foundation here, spread through your toes, and when you're ready, inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. So take a moment here just to square off your hips, so right hip back, left hip forward. Tuck your tailbone underneath, and then begin to straighten out through your left leg. Reach up tall, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Keep your left hand on the earth and inhale, peel your right arm up towards the sky. Now feel the strength of your legs here. Maybe spider up onto your left fingertips. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Big step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank pose. And as you exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Point your toes, push down into your feet, and inhale for cobra, just one breath. And as you exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose tap. Inhale, back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee taps left tricep. Keep your hips high. Big breath in, three-legged dog. Exhale, across the body, try and make them tap. Big breath in, reach up. And as you exhale, left foot steps lightly between the palms. Again, find your footing here, and when you're ready, inhale, rise up, high crescent lunge. So of course, you can always put your hands on your hips to adjust yourself. I'm a big encourager of self-modifying, self-adjusting. Squaring off the hips, left hip back, tucking tailbone, and then straightening out through your right leg. One more big breath in. Exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Keep your right hand on the ground and inhale, peel your left arm up towards the sky. Again, feel the strength of your legs here, so much so that you maybe spider up onto your right fingertips. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Big step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, ripples you forward into your plank pose. This time, exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, rise for your back bend, either upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. So we're going to do that flow that we just did on both sides one more time. And this time it'll be one breath per movement, so a little bit quicker. We're just going to warm up. So inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, across the body. Big breath in, three-legged dog. And exhale, right foot steps forward. Find your footing, one breath in, rise up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Just one breath. Inhale for your open twist. And as you exhale, plant both palms, big step back, downward facing dog. Maybe your right foot stays up off the ground as you inhale, ripple forward into plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Rise for your back bend. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Left side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, tap your left tricep. You got it. Big breath in. Across the body, try and make them tap. Inhale, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, lightly step your left foot forward. Inhale, rises you up, high crescent lunge, just one breath. Exhale, two hands down to frame your front foot. Inhale, peel your left arm up towards the sky. And exhale, plant both palms, big step back, down dog. Maybe your left leg stays lifted as you inhale, ripple forward into plank. Exhale, lowering half or all the way. Inhale, rise for your back bend. And as you exhale, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Maybe child's pose. Take 5 deep breaths wherever you are. And can you be here right now? Can you feel your heartbeat? All right. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step your right foot between the palms. Seal your back foot down for warrior two so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. And inhale, windmill your arms up into a T. So make sure you can see your right big toe. Keep drawing your right thigh out. And then bring your shoulders, your ribs, so they're stacked right on top of your hips. Settle in. Take one more big breath in. And out. All right, inhale, reach both arms up overhead, parallel your feet. And as you exhale, warrior two towards the back of the mat. So left toes pointing forward. Again, make sure you can see your left big toe this time. Settle in. All right, left forearm to left thigh. Reach your right arm all the way up overhead. And then go ahead, bring your bicep in line with ear, pinky spinning down towards the ground. Again, notice what's happening in your back foot here. Can you seal the outside edge, the pinky toe side, a little bit further down into the ground? Take one more big breath in. And out. All right, inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your left leg. And exhale, windmill, two hands down to frame your left foot. Three-legged dog, left leg high to the sky. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank pose. Maybe your left foot stays lifted. And as you exhale, lower a half or all the way. Inhale, rise for your back bend. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward. So warrior two feet, spin your back foot down, your right foot down so it's parallel to the short edge of the mat. And then inhale, windmill your arms up into a T. So breathe here. If you notice that your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears, maybe flip your palms up towards the sky. Take a big breath in and out. All right, reach your arms up overhead, parallel your feet, and exhale, warrior two towards the top of the mat. So front toes are pointing, right toes are pointing towards the top of the edge of your mat. All right, extended side angle. Right forearm towards right thigh, reach your left arm all the way up, bicep in line with ear, pinky spinning down towards the ground. Again, notice what's happening in your back foot here. Don't let it just hang out. Really glue all your toes down and the outside edge of your foot too. Take one more big breath in and out. Reverse your warrior. Keep the bend in your right leg. As you exhale, windmill, two hands down towards the ground, three-legged dog, right leg high to the sky. Inhale, ripples you forward into plank. Maybe your right leg stays off the mat. Exhale, lowering half or all the way. Inhale, rise for your back bend. And as you exhale, make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and out. One more, inhale and exhale. All right, inhale, lift your right leg high. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Keep your fingertips on the earth this time. And as you inhale, sink your hips low. And as you exhale, extend out through your right leg, bend into your left knee. The right toes will be flexed up towards the sky. Inhale ripples you forward back into your runner's lunge. And exhale comes back into that modified pyramid. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Couple more. Inhale. And exhale. All right, inhale, bend back into your right leg. Plant your left palm on the earth. And inhale, peel your right arm up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. And out. Bring your right hand down so it's now on the inside edge of your right foot. Spin your back foot down for warrior two, so it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. And then begin to peel your left arm up towards the sky, extended side angle. Of course, if this is too much, you can bring your right forearm back up to your right thigh. Maybe your bicep in line with ear, pinky spinning down towards the ground. Keep opening your heart up towards the sky. Take 2 more breaths. One more, inhale. And exhale. All right, inhale, reverse your warrior. This time you can straighten your right leg. And then exhale, bring your arms out into a T. Parallel your feet, and then left toes pointing towards the back of your mat. So keep your legs straight. Inhale, reach as far forward as you can with your left fingertips. And exhale, coming into a Trikonasana triangle pose. So of course, left fingertips can come down to the earth if you've got the space. Maybe a block if you've got one, or a water bottle. Maybe your shin. But if you're on your shin, just make sure you're not locking out into your knee. Keep a little micro bend there. Keep breathing. Notice the breath. Take 1 more big breath in. As you exhale, look down, bend into your left leg, plant both palms, and 3-legged dog with your left leg high to the sky. Go ahead, bend the knee, stack the hip. Take a few breaths here. Maybe take a few circles with your left knee. If you'd like to flip over into wild thing, then by all means, please do. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. From down dog, use your inhale to ripple forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, rise into your back bend. And exhale, make your way back, downward facing dog. Last side. Inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, step your left foot forward. Keep your fingertips on the ground and inhale, sink your hips low, peel your chest forward. And as you exhale, straighten out through your left leg, flex your left toes up, bend into your right knee. Inhale brings you back forward into your lunge. And exhale pulls you back into that modified pyramid. A few more like this, keep flowing with your own breath. All right, next time you inhale, bend back into your left leg, plant your right palm on the earth, and inhale, peel your left arm up towards the sky. Take a big breath in. And exhale, left hand comes down into the inside edge of your left foot. Right foot spins down for warrior two footing. And then inhale, peel your left arm up towards the sky, extended side angle. Of course, you can bring that left forearm onto your left thigh. Maybe reaching arm all the way overhead, creating one long line from your right toes to your right fingertips. Take 1 more big breath in and out. Inhale, reverse your warrior. You can straighten out through your left leg. And then go ahead, bring your arms into a T, parallel your feet, this time right toes pointing forward, setting up for triangle pose. So big breath in, reach as far forward as you can, send your hips back. And exhale, come into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Again, any variation here that you need, as long as your spine is nice and long and you stay connected to the breath. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, 2 hands down to frame your front foot. Spin onto the ball of your back foot. 3-legged dog, right leg high to the sky. Big breath in. And then exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip. Take whatever you need here to release. Maybe wild thing if you did on the first side. Maybe it's just some hip circles. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Take a big breath in, ripple forward into your plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, rise for your back bend. And as you exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and out. One more, inhale. And exhale. Use your inhale to ripple forward into plank pose. And as you exhale, this time lower all the way down to your belly. Setting up for Sphinx pose. Bring your elbows so they're right underneath your shoulders. I always like to grab onto them first so that I know they're kind of the right width apart. And then fingertips facing forward. Just like in down dog and tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide and grip down into your fingertips. Tops of the feet are down on the earth. Take a big breath in and out. All right, a little bit of core here. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, begin to lift your hips off the ground. Push down into your forearms. Push down into your feet, legs nice and straight. Big breath in. And exhale to lower. Inhale here. And exhale to lift. Just one breath in. And exhale, slowly lower. Last one. Big inhale. Exhale, lift. Hold it here, inhale, and exhale, lower back down. You can widen the elbows here, create a little pillow with your hands, lower your forehead down. I cannot wait to get my mic for these moments where I'm having to lift my head. All right, when you're ready, bring your hands back down by your ribs. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Settle in here, last little bit of effort, you've got it. All right, inhale, right leg high to the sky. And as you exhale, curl knee to nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right tricep, try and make them touch. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. You can stay just like this or spin onto the ball. No, flatten your left foot down and then inhale, peel your left arm up towards the sky. Now that right foot can come all the way down to the ground for fallen triangle. Maybe you keep it lifted up off the earth for a little bit more core work and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 hands down towards the ground. Inhale, peel your right leg up high. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward. Ha. All right. Plant your left hand down on the ground and inhale, peel your right arm up towards the sky. Now we're going to come into a supported variation of side plank here. So begin to heel toe your right foot towards the right edge of your mat. It might even come off, that's okay. And then begin to bring it down towards the back of your mat as you spin onto the ball. That's not a ball. The blade, the outside edge of your foot. So here we are, supported side plank. Take a big breath in, reach your hips even higher. And as you exhale, hover your hips down off the ground, extend your right fingertips towards the back of the mat. Inhale, bring everything back up. And exhale to hover. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Use your fingertips. Big breath in. And exhale, lower all the way down. You can release. And then turn so you're facing towards the back of the mat. Keep your right thigh crossed over the left. And we'll meet on our backs. All right, so keep your right thigh crossed over the left. You might be able to hook your toes here for full eagle legs. And we're gonna add the eagle arms. So left arm underneath the right, aiming to grab the palms of both hands. Maybe you grab the shoulders here, that's okay too. Last little bit of core. So go ahead, take a big breath in, tap your toes, tap your fingers on the earth. And exhale, curl everything in, tap your knees to your elbows. Inhale, extend long, and exhale. Again, inhale, and exhale. 3 more. Last one. All right, go ahead, release, hug both knees in towards your chest. And then rock and roll up and down your spine a few times. We'll meet in downward dog facing the back of the mat now. If you'd like, as you rock up, you can plant both palms and hop back to chaturanga. Maybe flow through one of your vinyasas. That didn't make sense, so we'll just meet in down dog. All right, one more side. Inhale, reach your left leg high. And as you exhale, curl knee towards nose. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Last one, inhale. Exhale, left knee towards right tricep across the body. You can stay here just like this, or spin onto the blade of your right foot. Peel your right arm up towards the sky. Extend your left leg long. Maybe it touches the ground. Maybe it hovers and pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 hands down to the mat. Big breath in, left leg high. And as you exhale, plant your left foot lightly between the palms. Whoo. All right, right hand down on the ground. Big breath in. Peel your left arm up towards the sky. Coming into that supported side plank. So begin to heel to your left foot towards the left side of your mat. Maybe it comes off. Mine is off right now. And then down towards the back of the mat as you spin onto the outside edge of your right foot. Supported side plank. Use your fingertips here. Big breath in. Reach up tall. And exhale. Hover your right hip off the earth. Big breath in. Reach up. And exhale to hover. Couple more. You got it. Big breath in. And out. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Release your right hip down towards the ground. Sit your bum down. Keep your left thigh crossed over the right and then come down onto your back. Last little bit of core work, I promise. So of course you can keep your legs just like this. Maybe full eagle wrap. This time right arm underneath the left. Take a big breath in, create length. Tap your fingers, tap your toes. And exhale, tap your knees, tap your elbows. Inhale, create length. And exhale to tap. Couple more. Last 2. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. All right, gently release. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then again, rock and roll up and down the length of your spine a few times. Maybe you try that jump back to chaturanga. And flow your way through. We'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready. So coming into full side plank now, if you'd like to work with that variation that we just did where you have kind of kickstand with your leg, then by all means, please take that. Otherwise, bring both of your big toes to touch and bring your right hand a little bit farther forward and towards the center of your mat. Spin all 10 toes towards the left and peel your left arm up towards the sky, full side plank. Now use your fingertips here, keep breathing here. You can stay here just like this. If you have any other variations, maybe lifting your left leg up high, maybe bringing left knee in towards the chest. If you fall out, make it look like you wanted to make it happen. Maybe a wild thing. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. All right, last side. Big toes touching, left hand slightly farther forward towards the center of your mat. Spin all 10 toes towards the right and peel your right arm up towards the sky. Again, take whatever variation you'd like here. Maybe try and match what you did on the first side. 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, we'll meet in downward facing dog. All right, inhale, ripple forward into plank pose. And exhale, lower your knees down, come to sit back on your heels. All right. You can give your wrists a little bit of a stretch here. Circle them in both directions. And then grab onto your right wrist with your left hand, so creating a little bit of a circle here. And if you squeeze, you can kind of feel the space created in the joints, especially if you open and close your hand a bit. Might feel nice to wave from side to side, back and front. And do the same for the left wrist, so creating a little circle with your right fingers, creating that space in the joint, opening and closing the hand a few times, side to side, back and forth. No more wrist work. So, tuck your toes underneath. We'll just take a few breaths here in a toe stretch. So every time I come into toe stretch, I actually need to use my fingertips to get my last ones kind of flat on the mat. And then bring your shoulders right over top of your hips. Right away, notice if this is super intense for you, and if it is, you can always place a pillow underneath your bum. It makes it a little bit more forgiving. Close your eyes. Relax your jaw. Relax your forehead. Notice if your torso is tipping forward, can you keep it back? If you're thinking horrible thoughts about me right now, that's okay, I can take it. Take 3 more deep inhales and exhales. All right, go ahead, come forward, tabletop. You can untuck the toes, give them a little bit of a tap out. And sitting up for camel pose for our back bend today. So you can of course keep the toes tucked here if you'd like. You can also keep them untucked. If you have quite sensitive knees, I recommend rolling your mat down like so. I'm going to do that just because it always makes me feel better. And then bring your hands into your invisible pockets. So this is the way that I like to come into camel. Some people like to bring their fingertips up high, pointing upwards. That's okay too. But bring your hands to your low back. And then tuck your tailbone underneath. And think about this pose as more about creating a rainbow rather than simply arching your back. So create length here. Feel your chest up towards the sky. Keep tucking your tailbone underneath, sending the hips forward. And maybe you begin to arc up and over. So more about creating that upward feeling here. Maybe you drop the head back behind you. Maybe your hands find the backs of your heels. Wherever you are, take 3 3 more deep breaths. And slowly, slowly begin to make your way up. Send your hips back. So you're sitting on your heels again. Release your palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes and take a few breaths. Notice your heartbeat. Many times intense back bends like that can cause fluttering heart, a quicker heartbeat, I should say, faster breath, lots of energy running through the body. So if that happened for you, just notice, and if not, just notice. Big breath in and out. All right, extend your mat out if you folded it like me. And we will meet in downward facing dog. If you'd like to take a little vinyasa just to flush that out, then by all means, please do. When you're ready, we will meet in pigeon pose. So inhale, lift your right leg high. And as you exhale, right knee behind right wrist. Lower your hips down. Keep trying to square your hips off here. And if you feel this in your right knee, then draw your right foot closer towards your pelvis. Start up with a tall spine and then begin to fold over your right leg. And of course, if you are still feeling this in your knee, then come onto your back, thread the needle instead. And as we begin to slow down here, can you continue to stay connected to the breath? So the mind will wander. You'll start thinking about what you're going to be doing next, maybe something that's happened in the past, maybe how you wish that this class was already over, but whatever's coming up in your mind, just see if you can acknowledge it, and then come back to your breath, come back to whatever sensations you're feeling here. Where can you soften? Take one more big breath in and out. And if you're folded, slowly begin to make your way up. Tuck your left toes and then 3-legged dog with your right leg high to the sky. You can bend the knees, stack the hip, and take whatever movement you need here to release. So maybe it's a vinyasa, maybe flipping over into wild thing. We will meet back in down dog to set up for the left side. So take your time here. And when you're ready, inhale, left leg high, and then left knee behind left wrist. Again, as best you can, try and square your hips towards the top of the mat. And then with a long spine, begin to fold forward any amount. Settle in and simply breathe. Where can you soften? And what parts can you send a little bit more breath to? And I know we don't actually have lungs in our hips and our jaw and our hands, but imagine you could send the breath there. Take one more big breath in and out. Slowly begin to walk yourself back up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes. And three-legged dog. Left leg high to the sky. You can bend the knees, stack the hip. Again, take whatever movement you need here to release on that side. And when you're ready, we will meet in down dog. Use your next inhale to lift high to the balls of your feet. As you exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and hop to your seat. All right, extend both legs out in front, give them a little bit of a shake. You can always sit up on a prop here if you'd like. Or evenly down through both your sit bones, sit up nice and tall, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, slowly begin to forward fold over your legs any amount. Really allow the spine to round here. And let the head go as best you can. Maybe you create a little pillow by stacking your forearms. Maybe these magazine reading type hands. Creating a pillow for your chin. Can you be here right now in this moment with your breath? Two more. One more, inhale. And exhale. Slowly begin to walk yourself up to a tall spine. Bring the soles of your feet on the earth. And then you have a choice. You can have a little bit of extra support here as we roll down by grabbing onto the backs of your thighs. Or maybe extend your arms out in front for the last little bit of core as we slowly begin to articulate the spine down towards the mat. Support needed. You can always change your mind just like I did. And release the head down towards the ground. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Then bring your arms out to a T. Shift your hips over towards the left. And both knees gently fall towards the right. So pretty standard two-leg twist here. If you have any other variations that you would like to take instead, then by all means, please do. Maybe you look up and over towards the left. Wherever you are, close down the eyes. Take about 4 more deep breaths. If your head is turned, bring it back towards center first. Slightly engaging through the core as you bring both knees back in towards center. All right, this time shift your hips over towards the right. And both knees gently fall towards the left. Maybe you look up and over towards the right this time. And close the eyes. Take a few breaths. Two more. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Bring your head back towards center first. Slight engagement through the core to bring both knees back in towards center. And go ahead, give yourself one last hug, one last squeeze. Maybe a happy baby if you'd like. We will meet in Shavasana, final rest. So go ahead and extend both legs long along the mat. Let your arms take up space, so bring them away from your torso. And just like at the beginning of class, get rid of your last little fixes and fidgets so you can fully settle in right here, right now. Close your eyes and allow yourself to simply breathe here. And take a deep breath in and out. Start to make your way back into this space. Notice the sounds around you. Feeling of the air, clothes on your skin. Start inviting some movement back into your body, some flickers of the fingers and the toes. Allowing those movements to grow, expand, maybe so much so that you take a big stretch up overhead, a little yawn or a sigh. And then hug both knees in towards the chest. Roll to one side. Take a few breaths in a fetal position. Try and keep your eyes closed as you slowly make your way up to a comfortable seat. And take a few moments as you arrive in your seat, just sitting in stillness, staying connected inward. Just notice how you feel. And there's no one way in particular that you should be or have to be or need to be feeling. So there's no need to label anything as good or bad, right or wrong. Just notice what's coming up for you right here, right now. Leave your hands as they are, or bring them to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And sigh out. One more, inhale. And exhale. Thank you so much for sharing practice, sharing your breath. Namaste. I'm going to try and do many more of these videos once I have my mic. I was kind of putting them off thinking it would arrive here already, but coronavirus causes delays. So stay tuned, more will be coming. I think I'll create them without the mic anyway for now. Yeah, feel free if you have any questions, comments, concerns, requests, you can always reach out. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, wherever you are. Take care.